In today's video, I'm going to portray the different ways people have been investing in Bitcoin. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor and I have no financial background, but I can tell you the way in which I'm investing in Bitcoin and whether or not I think it's still worth investing today in 2021. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you can decide for yourself which method you think will work for you. And this week, while I was preparing for this video,
What's up, Graham? Guys here.
One of the most popular personal finance YouTubers, Graham Stephan, managed to somehow read my mind and do a very similar video just a couple of days ago. His video is great and has a different perspective, but I like the way in which I had put together my research as well, so I might as well see if I can get the YouTube algorithm to get a few of his viewers watching my video. And likewise, to any of you who are watching this video and don't know about Graham, I'll give you the link to his video at the end of this video so that you can see what he has to say as well. So on that topic, today it's all about the crazy world of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has taken people through a roller coaster of emotions over the last few years, with the latest ride of the roller coaster happening over the last couple of weeks. But the golden question is whether you should still invest in Bitcoin today. Well, the short answer is yes. I guess that's the end of the video. See ya. Or maybe it makes a little bit more sense to go into a little bit of detail. So there are various different ways to invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, and some methods can really cause a lot of emotional stress. The roller coaster has affected everyone in very different ways, all depending on your situation and how and when you invested in Bitcoin. So scenario number one, the meme investor. I have no idea about anything to do with Bitcoin, altcoins, doggy coins, but this dog seems to be everywhere online and everyone is talking about it. So let's just go and buy some. The number two, someone who has some cash lying around and decides to invest all their savings into Bitcoin. The market then drops and crashes, and this investor has to get creative with dinner. It's hard times, gotta have water for dinner.
Noodle soup. Damn it!
Then we have the third scenario. This is someone who has excess money and wants to invest a small portion of it into Bitcoin. Now this person kind of splits up into two. The first one being someone who is constantly watching the markets, getting scared when the markets start falling and sells out, and then buys back into the market when it starts to go up. However, someone like this who tries to time the market, especially in the crypto world, will lose out on huge gains and get caught in huge losses due to the rapid volatility of the market. Then the second type keeps the money invested and plays the long game and essentially benefits from the huge gains that occurred in very short time frames. Then we have number four, someone who invests a small portion in Bitcoin plus maybe Ethereum and then maybe some other stable coins. However, there is a fine line where this person falls into a never-ending pit of buying every coin under the sun, which is not a bad idea as diversification is always good. However, I would personally diversify within other assets rather than just within cryptocurrency itself. And then number five, someone who is regularly investing into Bitcoin. Therefore, dollar cost averaging. This is when you put small amounts and buy at regular intervals, maybe daily, weekly, or monthly. This way, the average of all the times that you purchase some Bitcoin will level out to a reasonable increase in profits in the long run. Now, this is not an exhaustive list of methods people are using to invest into Bitcoin, but I think this would cover most of the people out there. Now, when I look at the journey I have taken with Bitcoin, I guess you could compare it with the journey most people take with alcohol. So let's take a look at the different stages. Stage one, initially while you're a kid, you're told you're not allowed to drink alcohol, and so you're a little scared of it because everyone says it's bad for you. Same thing with Bitcoin. Everyone initially said that Bitcoin is a scam. You will lose all of your money, so naturally you get scared and you don't want to invest. Stage two, when you get drunk and feel like you can do anything. You know, those times when you're in a club and all of a sudden, thanks to the liquid courage, you now have the balls to go and ask out the hottest girl in the club. Same thing with Bitcoin. When it goes up, it's like euphoria. You feel as though you have hit the jackpot and nothing can stop you. Stage three, when you wake up the next day with a splitting headache and your body starts to feel like,
today I don't feel like doing anything. anything.
And you're filled with regret. Same thing with Bitcoin. When it crashes hard, and you start to feel like you did the wrong thing in investing in it. Stage 4. As you get older, after learning from your mistakes, you realize that if you drink responsibly and start understanding the alcohols that you're drinking, you begin to get interested in the finer tastes of a good vintage wine or whiskey and begin to buy the good stuff and hold on to the bottles and savor the alcohol for longer periods of time. And so, the same with Bitcoin. You begin to realize that the best way to invest in it is to cost average by buying small amounts regularly and holding the Bitcoin over a long period of time to see it grow. So this is what happened to me. I heard about Bitcoin many years ago, but being young and naive, I was put off by the skeptics saying that it's all a scam and you will lose your money. This was also probably around the same time when a Bitcoin programmer spent 10,000 Bitcoins to buy 2 pizzas. I mean, I totally get it. Being a pizza lover myself, if I had that much Bitcoin back then, there would have been a very high chance that I would have spent it on pizza too, especially during the infancy stages of the currency and having no idea how well it will do in the future. But if he had held those 10,000 coins to today, he would be sitting on almost £275 million. And at the peak of Bitcoin, this year he would have had almost £460 million. So yeah, from the fear, I also missed that boat. Then a few years later, I got to the point where a few friends were talking about cryptocurrencies and altcoins. So I started buying a little bit of Bitcoin, but drowned into the never-ending world of altcoins and all the new ICOs, the initial coin offerings that were taking place during that time. I also got sucked into a Bitcoin guru, you know, ones that said that they could get me steady gains if I paid them a certain percentage of my profits. So this sounded like a no-brainer for a lazy investor like me who doesn't have enough time to go and do the hours of research needed in order to properly understand each coin, which inevitably ended up with me making a bit of money, but then the crypto market crashed and I lost all the gains that I made with this guru. And in those low points, I got scared that this was the end of Bitcoin. So I cashed out and lost about half of my investment. But then I saw Bitcoin was still around. And there was a lot of articles around banks starting to incorporate blockchain. So this time when I jumped into crypto investing, I took a leaf out of my stocks and shares investing, where I decided this time, let me learn a bit about the coins. So I researched into Bitcoin and Ethereum, the 2 largest crypto coins in the market. And I decided to dollar cost average due to the huge volatility of the market, where the price can skyrocket in a day or completely tank, all within 24 hours. I mean, in the last month alone, nearly $1 trillion has been wiped off from the crypto market. But on the upside, since then, it has started to pick up again. And it's really weird because more than half of the crypto investors out there say that they're buying for the long run. But the process still remains infamously volatile compared to other assets. When we look at the S&P 500 for instance, the current annualized historical volatility is about 15%, whereas with Bitcoin, it's at 80%. And what's even worse is that this volatility can also be attributed to things like a single tweet from Elon Musk, where he says that Tesla will no longer be accepting Bitcoin, or that China has stated that they will be banning cryptocurrency as they think it is dangerous to the financial order. But at the end of the day, I still strongly feel that cryptocurrency is the future of the world. Whether it will be in the form of the coins that we know, buy and sell today, or whether they will be a completely new coin that comes around to eventually take over the world currency. So let me know in the comments down below whether you will be investing in crypto or what your plans are towards investing in crypto. But personally for me, I feel as though right now we're just having a big sale on all these coins that will see the value rally up in the near future. And one thing I can't predict is when this will happen or how much it will rally up to. However, all I know right now is that it will do this in the future. Therefore, I'm constantly investing a small amount of my wealth into cryptocurrencies with the hope that one day in the future it will be worth the time that I'm putting in now in order to see some huge gains later on. Now that's it from me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please head over to the red button now and click on the bell as well so you get notified when my next video comes out. And as always, don't forget to like this video, comment down below and share with your friends and family. Peace and love to all of you. See you on the next video. Bye.